Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacey if you're new here, and if you don't know, I'm a dream vacations travel advisor specializing in cruises and Disney parks, and I just got back from a cruise. So if you didn't know, I also have another channel where I vlog all of my travels, and that will always be linked in the description box below, along with my free quote form. And I recently added an option to book a Zoom meeting call with me to discuss booking a trip with me. And that will be linked in the description box below. On this channel, I post my week of workouts as well as a vlog of sorts. And today's video is going to be a week of workouts. And I recently changed up my program. If you saw my last week of workouts, I talked about how my IT band kind of was bugging me a little bit and I was having some issues. And also, before we get too far into it, I'm sitting a little further away because while I was on my trip, the airplane, I don't know, it got worse towards the end, but I had a blood vessel pop. And so over the course of its healing process, it has been migrating and it's literally like around my iris. So it looks scarier than it is. So you probably can't see a whole lot of it, but if you're interested, I will pop a picture of what it was, I don't know, a week ago. And then here is what we're looking at today. It's actually not as bad as it was. It's mostly red on the bottom. Anyway, and I went to the eye doctor. It's all good. No damage, nothing. It's just a popped blood vessel. So basically a bruise. And because it is clear tissue, it looks scarier than it would be if it was like on your skin. So anyway, I'm sitting a little further away so that it's not like in your face red. It looks better than it has in the past week. Anyway, I was talking about how I realized that I'm having issues with severe muscle imbalances in my legs, which I knew was a thing, but I finally put all of it together and pinpointed the exact things I need to do. When I stand, I tend to lock out my knees and hyperextend them because my quads and my calves are overactive, and that also creates mobility issues in my ankles, which is because my hamstrings and glutes are extremely weak in comparison to my quads and calves. So my focus for the next 8 weeks is going to be on strengthening my glutes and hamstrings and fixing my form on bench, because I realized I've been holding the bar incorrectly probably my entire fitness career, and I didn't realize it until I continuously tried to go heavier and I'm like, why does my wrists hurt? And then I watched back and I'm like, oh, my knuckles need to be more up, not, way the heck back here. So that is my goal for the next eight weeks, which is pretty much until my next cruise. And after I get back from that cruise, I want to get back into running. So I really want to work on this. For today, I'm going to do my full mobility and abs workout instead of the condensed version that I had been doing, that I normally do for my strength training days, just because I just feel like it. And for today's workout, I'm doing a glute and hamstring workout with single leg supported RDLs, flat dumbbell bench, laying ball hamstring curls, tempo cast glute bridges on the Smith machine, laying hamstring curls, and a 30-minute treadmill walk. I might go outside. It is cold. We'll see how cold it is. I might do my walk outside. We'll just see how I feel. But anyway, I'm going to quit yapping and I'm going to get into this workout. it is the next day, and I did not end up walking yesterday. My IT band is giving me some issues, mostly in my hip, because if you don't know, if you're new here, the IT band spans from your hip down to like your knee joint area, and it's a connective tissue. It's not a muscle, it's not a ligament. It's literally connecting that together as like a support system, if you will. And so what should be doing the work is the muscles. So I didn't walk, and I ended up finishing the whole workout yesterday, and I felt okay, but then I ended up really tired. But that's also because I have been not very good at making sure I get enough food before my workout, and yeah, it's been a whole thing I'm trying to figure out, because usually first thing in the morning I'm not hungry, and then usually first thing in the morning I have to go to work, and eating on the go because I drive for work is annoying. And with my current job, I literally am done when I'm done. So I just want to get in, get everything done, go home. And by the time I get home, it's like noon, and that's not working for me to eat that late. So I brought a protein bar with me yesterday, but I didn't really eat a proper meal early enough. So today I ate a protein bar earlier, and then I had a bowl of oatmeal, and then I'll eat my proper lunch after my workout, and then dinner, and then I'll have like a after dinner snack thing. So I think that's going to be how my nutrition is going to go. And I feel okay today, so I'm hoping that works. And then this is not AG1, but it's just in the bottle. It is a clear protein and a stim-free pre-workout mixed together. And of course, I have a Lily. Yesterday I had Midnight with me, bugging me, wanting attention. And she's purring. If you could hear that. I'm going to be doing the condensed version of my warm-up before my strength training workout, which is basically a push. So I'm going to start with bench, which I think I'm just going to bench the bar because I'm working on my wrist position. Dumbbell overhead press, tricep push downs, single arm lateral raises, overhead tricep extensions, and then I'm also supposed to do a full body walk or a treadmill walk, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let this heal. What I've been doing this morning is alternating standing and sitting while I was working at my desk today. So I'm going to continue that after my workout, the alternating standing and sitting while I do some editing and computer work. So that is where we're at today. Like I said, it's just my hip that's having issues today, but that's okay. It will go away. I worked my hamstrings really well yesterday. They're not sore today, but I know I worked them because I could feel it while I was working it. So that's going to be like the key component to recovering from this IT band injury. And yeah, I'm going to quit rambling and get into this workout. Okay, so I definitely did not work out the rest of the week last week like I wanted to. Today's Monday. And I will be starting a new week of workouts today. But I needed to end last week's. So I did only get my 2 days of workouts in last week. I did Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was not feeling too good. I got my period. And my periods are a little painful. So working out just wasn't going to happen at that moment. And then I got some stomach bug. So combo of all of that, I was absolutely not working out, which is fine. But I'm going to start a new one today, try to get 5 days, Monday through Friday. It is okay. A little disappointed, but you know what? I would not have had a good time working out. So I am going to end this video here. And if you enjoy my week of workouts, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you need a travel advisor to help you plan your cruise or Disney park vacations, I will always have my link in the description box below. I now offer the option to book a Zoom call with me to work on booking your trip instead of just working through email or even a phone call. I think that that is beneficial for a lot of people. So that is also an option on my website, which is linked in the description box. And if you like travel and all of that, I just finished I am beginning my cruise series for Quantum of the Seas. My pack with me just went live, and I'll link that below. And that's on my other channel, which will always be linked in the description box below. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.